I'm going to start this video off with 3 important things. 1, I'm not going to explain where I've been or what I've been doing. If you want to know that, you can go check out my socials. 2, I have 2 very irate cats this morning. Both of our cats are very, very angry for some reason, so I apologize for any meowing, any light fuckery. I'm hoping they leave my stuff alone, but I can't promise anything. And 3, this video is for DPR. This is not for the fans. This is not for other fans like me of DPR. I don't want to know what just happened with him. He's off in the other part of the apartment. No, this is for you guys, for Ian specifically. I always felt a little bad that I never did a proper reaction to MIITO. I loved MIITO, but due to personal reasons, I couldn't record a reaction like I did for Is Anybody Out There. I couldn't do a react review for it, even though it clearly deserved one. And I always felt a little sad about that because you deserve to be recognized for your talent. I have been so amazed with how far you've come in your career, and all this that you've been doing is so cool. Rem is a good hype man. Rem, you're doing a good job. Keep hyping him, for the love of God. But I wanted to do a reaction review for you because I know Live and Rem watched my reaction review for Is Anybody Out There, so I thought it would only be fitting to do one for you now that you are back in the music scene. And I have been impatiently and patiently waiting for Mood Swings Into Order, or MIITO 2, as I've been calling it, and I am excited for this. I am so excited. So without further ado, let's get into this, because I've got fucking 12 songs to go through. Because I love that y'all dropped a pre-release single for Ballroom Extravaganza, but it's near the bottom of the album, so I was like, I want to listen to this, like, top to bottom, in the order it's meant to be listened to in before I start listening to something else. I want to experience this firsthand as a whole collective album, so here we go. I'm not gonna pronounce the first title of this on the album, though, because I know for a fact that I can't pronounce that word. I am dyslexic, and I know for a fact I've been pronouncing it wrong my entire life. But we're gonna get into this anyways. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, I should take shuffle off. Oops. Okay, so this is like an epic movie score. What? Ooh. I thought my headphones were glitching for a sec. Oh, that's synth. Oh, now this is a good top track for an album.
And as you lay down your grace to me, the skies begin to bleed red, and the stars begin to fall. I feel myself changing as my world starts dividing. I look upon you one last time as I
Oh my god! Oh, this is gorgeous! This is such good composition! Oh, the strings! This is like... Oh, that's... Oh, that's a good way to bring it down. That's a really good way to bring it back down.
and the stars begin to fall. I feel myself changing as my world starts dividing. I look upon you one last time as I
Okay, but the roll of thunder, that is so good! good. Now that's an intro track on an album. Sorry, I can hear myself echoing in one ear and it is driving me insane. But that is a title track for not a title track, but like a top track. I mean, that is how you start an album. That is the epic symphony you want at the top of an album. That was so good. And that's like one of the songs in your little movie music video y'all did. I said little movie music video when it's 8 minutes long and a giant production. But like that's how you start an album. That is how you do it. And that's not what I wanted to click. Spotify, don't be mean. No, I love the transitions, especially the way the voices are, especially when you hit the word divide and the way you cut the voice like that and broke it up and did the distortion. Like, that was so good. So good. Okay. I have to add this to one of my playlists because I have a really bad habit of not adding songs to playlists after I listen to albums, so I'm just gonna add them now while we're here. I apologize. Alright, so next one is One Shot, so let's just keep this going now. Which this has a good transition from the first song to this. The strings. You use... One more down and I'm meant to be. Have I gone too far with this? Can you see me in the mist? One more so casually. That's... Oh. Have I lost my sense of bliss? Have you found me in the... Oh, hell yeah! This is a good combo of classical and modern. And this has such a good complement piece to the first one. You're setting a really good tone for the album off the bat. I love that piano. That is such a good little melody riff piece. God, the haunting vocal tones you have, like, that is so cool. And whatever those, like, horn synths you got, that little extra texture is so good. It adds such a cool little extra layer to it. The piano is what sells this song. Distorted, which swings into this really nicely, but the distorted ending I love because you've done that on I think a couple of the other songs. The distorted endings and the breakoffs, those are always really, really good, especially for the style in which you're making MIITO's music and everything. I absolutely love that. And I love that is so clever. Saying the word one more shot and then for the rest of the song you just use a gunshot sound. That is so clever. How did you come up with that? That is your mind. I would love to just have a conversation with you. Like, what? Who thinks of that? That was so good. I already added it while I was sitting there, right? I'm just so distracted. The song was so good. that was so, okay, I'm gonna move on to the next song before I get just totally hung up. All right, so this is Mood, which again, Your segues between songs have always been good. I loved the segues. I hate that. I love the segues in MIITO 1 and these segues so far in MIITO 2. I'm only 3 songs in and I can already tell these segues are absolutely amazing. Ooh. This gives me... Ooh. Oh, that's cool. I love the vocal distortion. It adds such an extra little texture. Also, this reminds me of like old school live stuff. And there's the MIITO tone over it. There's the MIITO tone. There's like such subtle, almost jazz rock vibes. Ooh. Oh no, my internet cut out. Why are you like this? Okay. Well, before I continue the song, since my internet cut out, don't live in the middle of the desert. You get the internet here sucks. But you have like, and I noticed this in MIITO 2, these slight jazzy undertones to a lot of your songs. I absolutely love that. And this had that guitar right here, like that has such a good way of breaking down the song and bringing you back into the verse. You use those loud hanging tones to transition, and that's so good. You separate your sections so well, too. Oh, the combination of the high vocals and the strings. You use so many different vocal tones in this, which really works with the theme of different moods and mood swings. That part, that build. Oh my god, I love this. And I guess thunderstorms and lightning and the storminess is gonna be like a theme throughout this album, which kind of makes sense if this is it, because this is still related to MIITO, and I believe So Beautiful was our first introduction to MIITO, which was a big thunderstorm, rainy kind of event, so it kind of makes sense that that would be a theme that you keep going forward with MIITO, and I absolutely love that. I love, you add so many little extra bits to it that aren't always music. They're little extra sound effects, and I don't know if that's just you as a creative or if it's from you as a video maker, but it adds such an excellent little undertone to your music. It makes your music your own, and I love that so much. So much. Okay, all right. Misunderstood. I'm very curious about this one. Okay. Okay. Oh, the two different vocal tones you always use are so good. And see, this one's now got more of a spacey vibe than the rest of them, and I love that because it shakes up the album a little. Oh, that's so good! Mood. I like that this has a slightly different tone from Mood, but you're still using all the vocal distortion, change up, the higher tones, the low tones, like that with the auto-tune. At least I'm assuming it's auto-tune, but that connects this and the previous track, which helps it move through the album, which is so good. Ooh, breakdown, breakdown. Okay, all right. I love those little bits. It's at about this moment that my phone actually died while I was recording. And those haunting vocals you keep using in the background, those are so good. I don't actually know if their vocals are just a synth pad, but they're really good. Oh. God, that purposefully making the drum sounds loud and distorted. Oh, now that's a beautiful transition. Now that's how you do a song breakdown, and okay, all right. That was super good. That ending. The way you broke it down there at the end and used the drums to go loud and distorted to twist the song around, that is so clever. That is so cool. I love your musical style, Ian. I really do. This is absolutely amazing. So good. Okay, all right. So we're about almost halfway through. No, yeah, almost. 2 more songs and then I'll be halfway through. Okay, all right. So we got Avalon next. Love your high tones. Oh, now that was so good. Alright, this has been a really good build segment. You've built this song and built the sections up very nicely. And once again, your lyrical content stands out. I love these lyrics. Oh, that bass riff. So good. I also love that nice little break in the chorus, because you started with the chorus, it breaks up the song really nicely. Like I said, your lyrical content is so good. That whole bridge lyrics. These heavy bass distortion tones you are using throughout the album are so good. And Avalon is a really good, deal with that in a moment. Avalon is a really good like break point for the album, because you're almost halfway through and then you have this really soft, not even completely soft, it still fits with the tone of the rest of the album, but I love your placement of Avalon because it kind of breaks it up and it's kind of like this nice little romantic break on the album for just very, very clear romantic lyrics. And I do just love the way you built that bridge. That was so good. All right.
Night Drives, Session 1, Part 2.
Ooh. Night Drive, Session 1, Part 2. Okay, I like that. The rain. The rain. Okay, that's so good. Oh. That is... God, I love this so much. Like, I want to say something about the chorus, but now I'm waiting for it to come back. Like, just doing the merry-go as the background instead of a synth is so smart. It fills the chorus and makes it so much grander. I love that. Okay, here's a bridge. And that's a nice bring back for the turntable sound you're using there. Wait, this is a broken down chorus. It's just the, it's just the merry go background section. Oh, and then it just ends. Just ends? No, it can't just end. That song needs like one more chorus, even though it was 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Wolf. I love that. The chorus is so good. I'm usually gushing over bridges in songs, but that is a chorus that I will gush over for ages. That is so well done. And once again, I love your use of extra little bits throughout the song. Like, you use the rain sound, the, like, camcorder sound, you use the turntable sound, it sounds like, or some sort of distorted synth to make it sound like you're spinning. That is so clever and so cool. I don't know how you do this or how you come up with this stuff. This is so inspirational. Like, my God. So we are now officially halfway through the album, and I'm not even prepared for the second half. I love this already. This is already one of my favorite albums so far this year. Like, I already can't wait to see which one of these you're going to perform at the concert. I already can't wait. But there are 6 more songs to go through, so I got 6 more things to gush over and talk about. Ribbon is going to be our start. All right, let's go. Okay, this is the pick back up for the album, which is smart. Ooh, okay. Oh, yes. Ken, your little sounds, they add such a flair. Oh, you're so good at making beats. And this is a really good catchy chorus. This is a really good chorus that people are just gonna have stuck in their head. God, every time that click into the chorus, that's so good. And that last verse pre-chorus was a really good section.
Are we descending into nothing?
There's MIITO's voice again.
Or is it just another reason for us to be awake?
What? What?
For us to be awake.
What? Oh, yes. Oh, hell yes. Okay. What? What? You're not even gonna bring it back to the original part of the song, are you? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Back to this. Come back.
Are we descending into nothing? Or is it just
The way the storm rolls in from this headphone. Remember when I said the top track on this was like an epic movie score? This is its counterpart! Oh my god, this is so good! I love this! And it's so unexpected too! You do a good job of just throwing it at us! I can picture like 20 different music video ideas for this. This might just be currently my favorite song. Like, I don't even know what to say. That was epic. I am shell-shocked. Ian, you have left me shell-shocked. What is happening? That was so good. Props to you for the album so far, because I was so invested in this, I didn't even realize my phone died until I decided, maybe I should check that, because I definitely didn't charge it last night. And it's at times like these where I hate the fact that I am a broke young adult who cannot afford a camera again. I miss my camera. I miss cameras. Though, even taking this short break to let my phone charge a little, get the USB setup done so I could charge it while I record, I'm still shell-shocked by Ribbon. That was so epic. That was so well done. I still don't even know what to say. It was so good. Again, I can picture like several different music videos for that song alone. Oof. Okay, alright, we do need to move on though. Okay, we do still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more songs. And then I am probably gonna react to the video for you, Ian, because your film work and your music, it all deserves praise. So like, let's get into this. Ooh, okay, I like that. It's a really good way to bring in the beat.
Tell me where I went wrong on the surface. Set my wings are blessed, cause I thought you would barely notice. Tell me what you want from me. It's killing me, and I still commit, cause you f***ed with me. Oh, it's new to me, it's not new to me. That it just came down to you're the only one I wanna.
I love that like ramp up with the lyrics. That.
You drilled until my brain went dead and I lost you in the process. So tell me why you ran for me. It's killing me and I'll still commit, cause you f***ed with me. Oh, it's new to me, it's not new to me. That it just came down to you're the only one I wanna.
God, I love the rhythm of this. This has got such a good rhythm between both the beat and the way you've done your vocals. We're only halfway through the song? This is haunting. I love this. Oh, oh, yes, the epic build. This as a good follow-up to Ribbon. This is so good. This is the perfect follow-up to Ribbon, because it's got kind of like the way you did the bridge in this and the way you did the ending of Ribbon has similar tones and feelings to them. Oh god, and I love the way you bring it back to the chorus. That was so good. It's a perfect follow-up to keep forgetting Gecko. It's a perfect follow-up to Ribbon. It does such a good job. It's like there are different segments on this album, and you do a really good job of making all of those different little segments bleed into each other and move down the album. That is one of my favorite artistry things. I love that so much. Okay, let's just keep going because this video is already super long, and I don't want to make y'all have to sit through too much. So we're going to Calico now.
You don't know, no, she don't know. I'm just another. My heart's in calico, underneath the midnight cold. I'm not your lover, I'm just another. My heart's in calico.
Ooh, alright.
Don't dig around my nose. You don't wanna be alone. My heart is lost in calico.
Whatever that little like lighter flick sound is, I like that addition. God, I love the little sprinklings of the auto-tune robotic noises you've been using throughout the album. I like how you brought it down for the chorus. That was kind of nice. It was a little change up.
Decisions. You locked yourself in this imagination. And as we
I love the lyrics for this.
for your words, but you told me you had nothing to say.
What do you want me to say?
We hid in the night every day.
Woo!
My heart is not away. All I wanted was you to be okay. But you told me you had nothing to say. We hid in the night every day.
I love this.
All I wanted was you to be okay. But you told me you had nothing to say. Underneath a love like this, tell me what you feel in a kiss. I thought you would be okay. You thought I would be the same. Underneath a love like this, tell you what I feel in a kiss. I thought you would be okay.
I love, you've been doing a lot of musical interludes in this song, and not the song, but the album as a whole, and I love that. Ooh, okay, cutting off the string synth sound for another beat is really good. And that guitar. And, oh, the piano. God, these jazzy vibes make me so happy. That definitely has the most overtone jazz vibes on the album. I love that. That outro there, the musical outro is just such a nice touch for the song. It fits so perfectly. I'm actually, for once, glad there was not a final chorus. I prefer that outro for that song. That song works so perfectly with that. That is so good. Oh, God. Okay, we're almost done. Which makes me a little sad. I'm loving this album and I don't want it to be over. All right, next one, Mr. Insanity.
Darling, 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 darling.
Ooh.
Why did you shoot yourself in the foot again?
What?
Darling, 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 I shot myself in the foot again.
What?
Drumming, 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 I fell through the roof again. I'm bothered by my illusions of nightmares or werewolves.
Okay.
I'm cornered by your delusion that I might be an angel. Mr. I'm Mr. Insanity. I'm sorry I messed up. I paid for your sanity.
I like this. I already love the lyrics.
The walls are turning red again.
Oh, I love the way the song is structured lyrically.
My tears are on the roof again. I'm bothered by my illusions of nightmares or werewolves. I'm cornered by your delusion that I might be an angel.
I like that nice good swing into the chorus. And this is a good little change up, like another little switch.
I paid for your sanity. Do you see the stars? Do you see the lights pouring out my eyes? They're pouring out your lies. Do you see the stars?
Oh, okay.
Pouring out my eyes. They're pouring out your lies. Oh, I'm Mr.
God, the visual imagery of these lyrics, this is really good. Your lyrical writing is one of my favorite things.
I paid for your sanity.
Ooh. Love the vibes of this. This is another really good lyrical piece. I love this. And like, it's a change up for the album, but it still fits the rest of the vibes of the album. Like, you have, like, I noticed this with the first MIITO, you have this slightly darker undertone that you use instrumentally, or rather, you use with the instruments throughout the songs, and that kind of gives it this bond in the album that make them all feel like they fit together, and that is such a great touch, and that's how you know an album is so well made. It's kind of like with Is Anybody Out There? Live did a lot of like very similar synth kind of sounds, I think it was. It's actually been a minute since I've listened to Is Anybody Out There, but like there's a cohesion with the music, and this is just, I guess, a DPR thing. Y'all are really good at making all your albums sound cohesive and like they go together, and I love that. I love just the connections between each song as you go through the album. And now for the song I've been the most curious about. I just love this title. This is my favorite title. Ballroom Extravaganza is just, that's the best name for a song. Continuing with all the rain sounds, which is another thing you use to make the album feel like it goes together.
The crowd has come to a halt. The birds won't sing for you anymore. Not like before.
Ooh, there's the lighter sound again.
When the trees are all burning, all the stars will keep on turning. And I know I won't stop searching for the moment when the world stopped for you.
Ooh, okay.
It stopped for you. Then the world came crashing down.
Ooh, that with the surge of music.
You know all the words to the play, but all I wanted was you to stay. Your time is running thin, 'cause I'm falling through the cracks under your fall. How does it feel to be alive again? Stop holding on with your dear breath. You're one step closer to me on the
I am in love with this. I love that cacophony of sound. This is another epic song.
When the story comes to an end, will it be the same again? When all the king's horsemen and all the king's men, they couldn't put you back together again.
Ooh, your lyrics.
Will it be the same again to you? To you? When the story comes to
Oh, this build, yes. This is so good. This is so good. Oh, yes, that's the best way to end that. That is how you end that. That is fucking gorgeous. That is my favorite song off the album. I don't even care about the 12th song. I'm gonna listen to it and I'm gonna love it, but that right there is the best song on the album for me. That I like I have synesthesia, so I see movement and shapes and kind of like geometric designs when I listen to music. And that really helps me design music videos in my head because I also have a very vivid imagery, and that I can think of 100 different ways to use that song, and that's just so beautiful. Like, I want to add it to more playlists, but I don't have a playlist worthy of that song. That was amazing. All right, Ian, if that is not on the set list, I will cry a little bit at the concert. That has to be on the set list. Like, there's no way that can't be on the set list. That's a perfect concert song. I'm in awe. And there's one more song left, and I don't want this album to end, but it has to come to an end, so Let's hear how you finish this off, Ian.
So most of the times I would say I'm a pretty bright person, easy to get along with, you know, and most of the times I do smile a lot, I reckon. But then, you know, sometimes,
Sometimes I'm better left alone.
That is,
I'm waiting
that,
for you to go. Sometimes
this is a great ending for the album. I already love this.
I'm wondering how did I get this gone to my head in the first place. I'm doing just fine. Got myself in this rat race. Who cares about the time? Breaking down to my old ways. Just falling out of line. Smile and tell you I'm okay. No, really. Sometimes I'm better left alone. Sometimes I'm waiting for you to go. Sometimes I'm just hoping that you would know. Sometimes I'm wondering how did I end up so down, baby, to give you a bit. 'Cause I'm never quite ready to give you a reason. And I try to be steady to get you from leaving. Get so down, baby, don't give me a bit. So down, baby, don't give me a bit. 'Cause I'm never quite ready to give you a reason. And I try to be steady.
I'm like zoned into the lyrics right now.
I'm running out of things I love. Oh, the world's pretty off on my back. I got so many things I don't trust. I know I'll turn this moment back into dust. No, really. Sometimes
Love that. Again, connects back to the rest of the album. And like, I do love that intro bit where it switches from Ian's voice to the deeper MIITO voice. Your lyrics are so good. Musical outro, yep. God, the amount of guitars you use, I appreciate that greatly. Oh. I hate that that's the end of the album. Like, I want more. Like, that is so good. And honestly, it is a perfect follow-up to Mood Swings in This Order. That is, like, it's a great counterpart to that album. And again, it's such a beautiful, cohesive piece. You do such a good job of getting all the songs to link together and to feel like they're a part of the album as a whole collective. You do such an amazing job with that. This album, Ian, is a fucking masterpiece. Like, this is an absolute masterpiece. I don't know how you do it. You are so creatively talented, and I am, like, and I'm sure me, random fan from the internet, probably doesn't mean much, but I am super proud of how far that you have come in your career. And the courage you've had to jump back into doing music again and doing all this stuff and producing this and putting yourself out there, it takes a lot. And I'm super proud of you for doing this, and I'm sure the rest of DPR is too. I am amazed with what you've been able to do. This is so, it's just amazing. You do something absolutely magical with your music, and it is so inspirational to listen to and to watch happen. You are a mastermind when it comes to this stuff. It is amazing. And like, I know this video is already like super long, but like, I can't not do a reaction to part 1 of your movie at this point now. Like, I may not do a reaction to part 2, but I need to at least do a reaction to part 1 for you guys. Unless you absolutely want me to do a reaction to part 2, and then I will definitely do that, because I'm making this video, like I said at the top, I'm making this for you, Ian, Rem, Live, the rest of the DPR collective. This is for you guys. I want you to know just how good your work is from one creative to another. That's actually why I started YouTube. I wanted to connect more with the artists than the fans, but it didn't work out, so kind of really happy that you guys have actually seen my videos and reacted to them, because these I make for you. So I have to react to this now. The thumbnail alone has me curious. So let's get into this.
Where did I go wrong with you?
Oh, yep, there's the lightning. God, just the epic strings! I'll never get over those.
Out of all my creations, you are the epitome of all that is good, the utmost of my potential. You are my first, and I'll make sure to be your last.
Bruh.
In your image, and now it's time to create mine and yours.
Set my wings on fire.
Oh, that's gorgeous. God, this is so epic! Oh, I love this. Oh no. Oh no! Don't go insane, Ian. That's Joshua. I don't get cactuses this far out in the Mojave.
One more shot so casually. One more down and I'm meant to be. Have I gone too far with this?
It's a really good time to shoot out there in Joshua.
One more so casually.
Still just love that with that song.
Have I lost my sense of bliss? Have you found me in the
Ooh! Oh, the transition!
sentimental, swimming with the devil. Got me reaching for the air, baby, get the memo. Take away my only kryptonite.
The way that scene is shot. Oh, yes, there's the lightning. Oh my god! The editing! Oh my god! Oh!
Who's coming? Let's not wait and find out. He's dipping. He's going down. Please just shut up.
What?
Now's not the time. I have to take it. Now's not the time. I can't feel. He's out.
Wait, that's a pocket watch!
I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
Color in my mood,
My mood.
no blues.
You're violet on horizon.
Forgot my screws, my booze. My love brings
All the lions
I don't assume that you knew that I miss you.
when it's quiet.
Oh, it's true. I want you
It's getting dark.
to tell me if I'm lying. Oh, I just came back from
Oh!
coming from your nude violence, holding on to your tune. My moods are swinging for you. Oh, I just came back from the moon. Found myself
Oh, that looks epic as hell.
violence playing into your tune. My moods are swinging for you. Color in my boots, no blues. Your violence on your horizon. Forgot my screws, my booze. My love brings
So was that supposed to represent like an...
that you knew
There's MIITO and Ian.
That's weird. I don't hear the voices anymore. Not bad.
Ooh.
What were they so afraid of?
Oh, Jesus.
It's too late. You have to keep going. The way it looks like he's in pain. Move. You have to move. They're coming for you. They're here.
Oh, that's fucking terrifying. That's terrifying. No, I'm cool.
I am tied to your thumb while our conversation's out the door. I'm paralyzed to your eyes.
God, this is so good.
Is the price. She's wrapped in a
I love the choreography for this. That's awesome.
perfection hidden in the moonlight, yeah. No dead ends when it comes to you. When you sing to me,
God, this just adds such another little really nice layer to this.
too deep, there's no way to see. Tell me what your passion. Are we onto something, or is it just a way to keep it up? She's wrapped in a
God, it's-
Are we descending into nothing? Or is it just another reason for us to be awake?
oh God, the ring's eye moved.
For us to be awake.
Hi, MIITO. Oh, come on! I'm frustrated because I want part 2. God, okay. Processing my emotions, processing my thoughts. So, like, the scene with the pills in particular is very, very intense for me. And I know you struggle with mental illness, so I know you're using your experiences with it in this, but the way you did the voices is so... I don't know if accurate's the word I'm looking for, but it's very, very real. The way you did the voices talking to you and everything, it's very, very... It feels like so much more. And just, that adds another layer and level to this video, and just, this is so good, and the storytelling is so good between Ian and MIITO, and getting to see the two of them in between each other, you going back and forth. It's so well done. This is amazing. Like, and the knife scene of, like, I guess the voices are gone and then it stabs you in the back. That's like the quintessential... This is gonna sound so bad, but it's that feels like the quintessential mental illness thing of, man, I feel like I'm finally doing good, and then the illness comes back in full swing and knocks you on your ass. Like, that is what that felt like, and I felt that with my whole heart. Like, that's the kind of vibes you gave from that scene. That was, like, so good. And then storytelling aside, you threw in choreography. I don't think I've actually seen you dance in a long time. So, like, that was a nice little treat for fans. I love that. That added another extra little layer and flair to the video. That was so good. This whole album and the music video and the album as a whole is just this beautiful, beautiful experience that you have created for us fans, and that I honestly know that a lot of fans appreciate. We love that you are willing to share this with us, and I love that. And like, this is so good, Ian. You are super talented, and like, from one person with mental illness to another person with mental illness, I know our brains can be jerks and they can tear us down a lot, and you've been very open with all of us about your struggles, so I just feel like I should tell you that you are doing an amazing job, and I am super proud of you. Again, a random fan, I'm sure it doesn't mean a lot, but you are doing an amazing job, and this is such a spectacular masterpiece of an album and a work, and I cannot wait to see how you finish this off with both part 2 and whatever you have set up to perform on tour, because like, I can already imagine the combination of the Is Anybody Out There storyline, the Is Anybody Out There like saga that Live created, and the MIITO saga that you are creating. The combination of those two things mixed together so beautifully that I can already tell this concert is going to be epic. And I cannot wait to see you guys perform it. Even if I get spoiled for some of the concert things beforehand, because LA is one of the last stops, I don't care. I'm super excited to see what your minds have concocted. Ian, you are a creative genius, and you deserve a lot of praise for that. And I hope this album gives you and brings the recognition that you definitely deserve. This is absolutely amazing. And so there's so many clever little things that I've talked about that you have done that are just so mind-blowing for me. And I'm fucking echoing in my freaking headphones. But yes, that's like all I really can say. This video's already gone on long enough. I'm sure y'all don't want to sit through another hour of me just spieling about how talented y'all are. I am just super impressed and super inspired by everything you do, Ian. Keep going, and yeah, you're fantastic. You and the rest of the DPR collective have some amazing creative minds, and I don't know if I envy you or if I'm jealous of you, because I know I have a creative mind. I just don't put it to use as much as you guys do. And it's so cool to see creatives doing the things that both I wish I could do and I wished they could do. This is everything I could have hoped for you when you started DPR, and I'm so proud that you have come this far. I'm gonna cap it off here because, again, I could keep going and I'm sure y'all don't want to sit through that long of a video. I've still got to edit this, and I promised myself I'd work on my book today, but I look forward to seeing you guys on tour. I am super, super excited.